Hi everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness and thank you for tuning in to our latest Flexibility Matters video on how to actively stretch the hip joint. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some standing exercises that you can do to mobilise your hip joint, but specifically lengthen the adductor muscles located on the inside of your legs. So these exercises are great for when you're outside, maybe you're about to play a sport. You can also use them in a gym, especially if you're going to be doing an adductor dominant movement pattern in your session. So I'm going to start by doing 3 variations of side lunges. So these are also an exercise, and you might see these termed a lot of time as a transverse lunge because we're working to different planes of movement. But just remember, I'm showing you these as a way to mobilise the hips and lengthen the adductors. So the first one I'm going to do is just your traditional side lunge. No sort of real variation to this. Your feet are going to start level. You're going to be in a neutral spine, so just tuck under with your hips, make sure you're nice and tall, and just step to the outside line of your shoulders. On the leading leg, your foot will just slightly turn out. So because I'm stepping out on my left leg, my foot's going to be at that sort of 11 o'clock position. So I'm just going to get to here, push the hip joint back, and just sit into the stretch. And you're going to be lengthening here through the adductor group, particularly through that sort of longest muscle. So when you're doing this, if you want to apply a little bit more stretch, you can even use that hand just to help you down. But again, be very careful that you don't go too hard and too early because you don't want to overstretch this muscle in particular. The second variation I'm going to show you is pretty similar. You're just going to step forward slightly with your leading leg. So you want to be at a point where your toes are level with the arch of the foot, okay, so the middle of the foot. And then from there, we're going to step forward. Again, the foot's going to slightly turn out, and we're just going to be stretching a little bit higher up into the adductor groups, more towards the sort of brevis there. Okay, remember your adductors are 3 muscle groups. And then the last one I'm going to show you is just the opposite. So now your leading leg is actually going to be slightly behind the front foot, which is now your right side. So your toes are level with the heel again, so the mid arch, but you're going to step behind. Okay, and you want to make sure these last 2 at your heel is pretty much level with your toes. That's where you're kind of looking to get to. So you don't want to step back too far. You'll still feel it, but you don't want to step back too far. And that's the same as if you're stepping forward. You want that heel to be level with the toes. So just think about that. And also, as if this was a PT session, you should be making sure that your posture is good before the side lunge. Lift your chest, keep your shoulders back, and keep your head in a neutral position. So the second exercise, I should say the fourth really, I've just done 3 there, is a basic leg swing across the body. You'll see these very ballistic stretch. You'll see these performed sometimes by almost like gymnasts, or even on the pitch again. You're just going to just bring in the leg across. It's kind of like that pendulum clock motion, isn't it? So start nice and slow, and just build with a bit of momentum, and lift the leg as high as you can. The higher you go, the more you're going to stretch into that muscle group and mobilise the hips. Okay, quite an advanced movement there, so just be a little bit careful before that. Make sure, again, you maintain your stability and make sure you maintain the posture. So holding onto a pole is always really effective, or if you're working with a partner, hold onto their shoulders. Just be quite careful before that. Okay. The next one I'm going to show you is the final one. This is just what we call open rotation of the hip joint, or if you like to go old school, opening the gate. So I want you to just lift your knee up to the hip level, keep it at that 90-degree angle, and just work around in that sort of semicircular motion. Okay, so again, nice hip mobility exercise, great for just lengthening those tissues, but also great mobility for the hip joint itself, and not just on the inside of the thighs, on the lateral aspects as well. And there you have it, guys. There's some standing mobility exercises that you can try either at home, in the gym, or before you play sport to try and lengthen the adductors and mobilise the hips. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope all of the information has made sense. As always, if you have any related queries, then please do not hesitate to get in touch at any time. We look forward to seeing you again soon.